I've only seen like
Dear passengers, the festival sign will be switched off in a few minutes. However, we do recommend to keep your seatbelt fastened whenever you are seated. And please be careful when opening the luggage bins, as hand luggage may fall out. And also keep an eye on your electronic devices while charging. Remove the cable from the in-seat power supply in case of any damage, overheating or smoke, and alert the cabin crew directly.
is it working? Yeah, that's working now.
Anything in the bag if it needs to come up front?
No, I was just wondering about a quick nibble.
Well,
Slice of malt loaf?
Yeah, why not?
Oops, that's not the malt loaf. No,
Right.
I did get
Thin crumpets. Did you have fun going shopping with Tim?
Day one travel day. We're technically on day 2 now, but we're going to start with day 1. We set off about lunchtime from Calgary, and everyone was on the plane ready to go when the captain announced that the left engine was giving him some bother, and we would probably have to deplane and cancel the flight. The plane groaned in unison, and he hoped for the best, so we returned to the gate. About 30 to 45 minutes went by, a mechanic was summoned, and 15 minutes or so later we were ready to start taxiing again. We had a rather small truck follow us like a shadow for a while. I was a bit concerned that he was going to try and drive the way to Amsterdam with us, which would have been rather entertaining. Anyways, with this palaver sorted, it meant we were about an hour late into Schiphol Airport, so we made a mad dash over to our next gate, and they were actually already in the process of calling pre-boarding for our flight from Amsterdam to Leeds. Oh goodness, almost in the UK. I had my doubts there 8 hours or so ago that this was even going to happen. We landed at Leeds Bradford Airport about 10 a.m. and the car hire place didn't open until about 1. So we took a cab to a pub in Yeadon, where I went to Morrison's next door and Mum sat with the luggage, and around 1:45 we went back to Avis. As you have read, we had our first technological problem of the trip, as the cord I had brought to run the driving camera wouldn't plug into the car and run the camera at the same time. So we fixed that. We found a gas station. Actually, I found a mini fix, and then we found a gas station. I found a permanent fix, so all's well that ends well. Then we went to East Dunham Gardens, where we stayed last year and procured one of Davina's amazing coffee cakes and had a quick look at the classic car show that was on. We didn't know that was happening. And then we jumped back in the car and are driving our way to Grimsthorpe Castle. I love Grimsthorpe Castle. It's so exciting.
Is there someone in the car?
Well, it looks to be.
I'll keep going a bit further. I'll strap and go in it. Hi there. How's your day going?
Yes.
Well, we flew from Calgary to Amsterdam last night, and this morning we flew from Amsterdam to Leeds. We waited for hours at Leeds, and our luggage didn't come.
Right, okay, right.
And then we had to wait to pick up the car, and then we're on our way to stay at a little cottage at East Dunham in Norfolk. But we wanted to drive up to Grimsthorpe Castle and just see the gardens.
As that lovely young man was just explaining, Grimsthorpe Castle last entry is at 4. We were running a bit behind schedule and we were hoping we'd just make it. The main gate was closed, so we went around the corner to this side gate where we had a lovely chat with this young man who informed us that Grimsthorpe Castle was closed for filming because we wanted to drive down the driveway, film Grimsthorpe in the distance, and then go round the house. Anyways, it was closed for filming. I think a Sean Keyes directed thing or a production, or I'm not quite sure, about Mary and George, possibly for HBO, but something to look out for, as Grimsthorpe is not often used as a filming location as it's still lived in by the family. So, minor disappointment, as they could have put that on the website that they were not open to the public. They didn't have to say they were filming. They could have said that they were doing a deep clean of the house. But c'est la vie.
Page open. Go motorbike, go. It's amazing to think though that someone like went along and built those walls.
Yeah. But they did it years and years ago.
Oh, now we're in the 30s.
Oh, it's a 60.
Oh, it's the 30s.
Well, does it mean it though?
I don't know. And there's another one. I can't take another one. Go on, darling. He's away from me.
Now, why does it say 1 mile? Oh, it should be A151.
An hour or two later, we arrived at the Yellow House in East Dunham to find an adorable, albeit chilly, cottage with 2 wood-burning fireplaces. We got the fires lit, made toast in front of them, and had a slice of coffee cake. Tried to troubleshoot the problem with the heating system and boiler, which was showing error code 4. Whatever that means, I don't know. And we went to the pub for a Koppelberg and to get warmed up, only to return and try and get to sleep while shivering just a little bit, as there was no running hot water or heating or anything of that ilk. It was a chilly, chilly night. Anyways, enjoy the rest of the driving, and at the very end of the video is a quick little tour of the Yellow House where we are staying for the next little bit. So I will see you tomorrow. Bye.